Hi everybody, Cynthia here. I'm back with another video for my Making Embellishments series, and today I've been working on these really cute jack-o'-lantern trick-or-treat pail. Let's see if I'm in camera here. And I thought I'd stop what I was doing and show you guys how I made them. So let me show you first. You see I have a ton of little candy corns stamped out, and I colored them up, and I used the Tiny Treats Halloween stamp set for those, and also the little jack-o'-lantern face. Now if you don't have a jack-o'-lantern face, it's okay, just maybe draw yourself two little triangles and a smiley face, or you don't even have to draw it if you don't want to. You can just put like some stripes on it like a pumpkin. But that's the stamp set I used, and that's from Paper Tray Ink. I don't know if I mentioned that. And I actually put one of these guys on this. I'm just giving you a quick sneak peek because this is coming up in my 13 Haunted Projects of Halloween series. There's my little jack-o'-lantern trick-or-treat pail. And yes, I did make the hot cocoa packet wallet style traveler's book, so that's coming up. But that's what I used one of my embellishments for, so I just wanted to share that with you. And also the candy corns. Like I said, if you don't have a stamp set, you could make your candy corn, which I've showed you in a few videos how to basically put these little guys together. And I'll post a link below to that as well. And also check out your papers that you have in your stash. This is the Trick or Treat paper pad from the Paper Studio. And I saw that there were little candy corns, some of the images in the paper, and there were also just candies that you could, you know, cut out and use those as well. Okay, so let's get started. You need a little piece of orange cardstock. I'm using my 1-inch circle punch, and you're going to punch out a circle. And keep the punch out because I took my tweezers and I put the circle right back in the punch, and I'm just going to cut out a little half moon shape to create the pail. Okay, so that's how I did that. And then I have my little jack-o'-lantern face all ready to go. Stamp him up, and I just stamp that right in the center of the pumpkin. Let me just wipe my stamp off quick. And then I will bring the camera a little closer for this. Let me kind of scroll down here. Okay, so I did, as you can see here, I colored those up, but I also drew a black line this way, and I kind of followed the bend of the circle here on this side, and then I did the same thing here following the bend, and then I'm going to outline the top in black. So I'll outline the top first. And I'm just using one of my fine tip black Sharpie pens. So I outlined the top there. I'm just gonna kind of right around his face here, follow the bend of the circle, and draw a line down. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And then I'll just color his eyes in quick. And like I said, you could just make 2 triangles and a little smiley face down on the bottom if you don't have this stamp. The stamps aren't really necessary. And then I'm not going to do it on this one, but if you can see here the little whites for his eyes, I drew little half moons on each side of the triangle. So on the right side of the triangle, I drew a little half moon. On the right side over here, I did the same as well. Okay, so it looks like that. I didn't do it on here because my Jelly Roll pen takes a little while to dry, and I want to start gluing on my candy corns, so I will draw his eyes last. And I have about 5 pieces that I colored up and cut out, and I'm just going to get started with layering them. And just put a little glue on the bottom here, and I layer them in the back. So I look at it from the front, and then I put the candy in the back there. And I'll just keep doing that until I use all 5 pieces. And it's all personal preference how you like to, you know, how you want to layer yours. I don't really have any particular way that I'm doing it. I'm just kind of looking at it and seeing what looks half decent and going with it. Okay, that looks kind of cute. Let me see if you guys can see that. I'm going to flip it over. And I don't go right on the edge with the cording. I come in a little bit. I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue. This is a 2.5-inch piece of black hemp cord. It's like jewelry cord. And it's a little stiffer, which I like for this project, and I purchased this at Hobby Lobby on a coupon, and you really get a ton of it. But I found this back where they sell like beads and the jewelry and the twine like that. You could probably also use twine and do it. It's a little more flimsy, but I think that would work perfect too if you don't have this cording. Okay, so we did this side. I'm going to do this side. Don't glue it at the very edge. I'm going to stay away from the edge and come in a little bit and just glue it there. Okay, and then I took a piece of foam tape so it adds some dimension on the project. And I put it right there on the back. So all I have to do is peel it off and it's ready to go. I'm going to finish it up, making my little half moons on the right side of the triangles. And I'm going to let him dry and he's good to go. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. I hope you give this project a try. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care and happy crafting.